MM says county veteran service commissions, DAV, etc. None of them will even give veterans any docs from VBMS. They don't. I thought they did.
They
Or
can't. They physically cannot. They're not okay. So this has to do with HIPAA, and they are not the custodians of those records. They have read-only access to those records.
but
That's
their power
what
of attorney.
but they're not owners of the information.
Okay.
So
I
they
didn't
can't by
know.
proxy. They can't by proxy give that information out. They have to, like, they can look at it, read it, interpret it, do their thing, but they can't print it. They can't give it out. They can't do anything like that. If your VSO does that for you, they're doing so at their own detriment because they can lose their accreditation for that. Actually,
My Lord.
yes, which I know, right? Like, you think that should be a thing. We should have a portal. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. It's our information. We should have access to that. We should not have to do a FOIA request in order to get our information. FOIA was not built for veterans to get their information from the government. It's not the mechanism for that. So I don't know. There's a lot of things where, Papa Bear there on the screen, why not? He's talking about all these things that he's doing for veterans, right?
Yes, sir.
He's talking like if the camera turns on, that man's running towards it, telling people what he's done for the VA. Now, look, we can debate on that, whether or not he's done good things, bad things, a hodgepodge, whatever. But I'm just saying, he ain't hitting my top 5, okay? He ain't even in my top 100 things. That if you just did a little bit of stuff, you could make veterans' lives so much better, and you wouldn't even have to ask Congress for $1 more.
Raider, I mean, Pastor Dougie, he ain't got at least one thing in your top 50.
He hasn't hit one thing.
God, dog.
Fire employees, or actually, I'll do it this way. Make the job so uncomfortable. Good people don't want to work there. That's what it is currently. And no, he is not Mr. Ray, not in my opinion. Now, that's just my opinion, and that doesn't mean that you should go out and parrot my opinion. It's just my personal opinion. But I will say Shinseki got a full run, right?
Yes.
Doug Collins is only into the first year of it. So he isn't even into a year yet because he took months to get signed in. So he's like 9 months in or 8 months in or something like that. I'm not going to fully judge him until his tenure is over. Okay, until he is no longer the VA secretary. But I will say that I am not impressed with his first year. Ish is less than first year. So I do give him a lot of leeway on that currently, but it's not an impressive first start. And it sure as hell, like whenever he brags about the stuff he's done, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You haven't even done anything yet. So he has a lot of ground to make up. And I'm hoping whenever I go to that military influencers conference that I can actually speak with him and that he will please give me the time of day, because I will break bread with anyone if it means that we can make our brothers and sisters' lives better. I don't care if it was Lieutenant Colonel Gade. I wouldn't care. If he was sitting there, I would be respectful. I would be stern but respectful, and I would argue, and like if he was the one in charge of changing things, I would provide a good faith argument as to why things should change, and I would swallow all of my pride and do so in a professional manner, so that way we could at least make veterans' lives better. Put our differences aside and put the country first.
Yes,
and for America.
Make America great again. Hold on. Now, John Michael say, I like him, but we can agree to disagree. Let us know what you like about him.
I don't dislike him. I don't dislike him, but he's a bag of hot air. What has he done besides be upset about things? I mean, I get the whole upset thing, but if you've watched any Senate committee, it's like, okay, Mr. Collins, we asked you to get these reports that are legally mandated for you to submit on time. Do you have them for us today? No, I do not. I mean, that man has missed every single hard time he's ever been given, and I don't understand why. I don't know what he's doing currently that is making him miss hard times for things. It's very weird.
Now, also, Sir says, I posted on Secretary Doug Collins' Facebook page today in reference to his comments about electronic health records modernization and sent email to Rader. Yeah, I don't know what exactly he covered on that.
Like, do you want my Sir Gemini? Do you want my honest opinion on the electronic health records modernization thing? Like, do you want my honest opinion on it? I don't fucking understand it. Like, I don't understand.
Don't say
what. Like, he is just sitting here going, you know, like, I understand like how much money we've spent on it. So me and Mr. Collins agree on that. Like, what has been going on with this? It is not special. It doesn't help make the claims any faster. It takes me literally 22 seconds sometimes to get Capri, which are your VA medical records. I can just pull them. What does it matter? If I can pull it in under a minute, what is this billion-dollar program doing for us?
He's promoting it, and you know how disheartening that is if it don't make sense to you, and you've been in a position where you can pull medical records. If it don't make sense to you, why are they wasting this money on it?
I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what the benefit is. It's like, hey, look, we need to bring our systems up. Now, I will say that Capri. I got to get. So we got Capri, and then we got CPRS. Okay, CPRS is the program that the VA uses, and it's a lot of DOS-esque program. Like, it's almost DOS. So if they want to update their systems to be more in line with the current healthcare system, so that way documents can be shared back and forth, cool. That's a healthcare thing. That has nothing to do with benefits. It doesn't affect benefits at all. At all.
Wow. Now, we're going to get to you, Brother Charlton. We're trying to get the ones dealing with Pastor Dougie. Look, U.S. Army Grunt say, I am surprised. Go ahead and finish your statement.
Well, it's the other thing that Sir Gemini said. So the problem with that, Sir Gemini, is it has nothing to do, like, that system will not fix any of that. The VSR, per HIPAA, has to include all the evidence in the exam request. It's why I say that the exam request is the most important document in your entire claims process, right? Is because if the VSR withholds information, it doesn't, like, they have the information. They just withhold putting it on the exam request. It doesn't matter. Like, now, we have to give them permission. We have to give them permission to view it. It's HIPAA. It has to do with that custodial thing. It's the same reason why we have to give permission to the examiners is the same reason why the VSOs cannot give you that same information.
Now look
it's due to those HIPAA requirements.
Now, at least, brother John Michaels found the good in it. At least they are electronic. Social Security literally still has paper file Rader.
So does the VA.
Did not know that.
Oh yeah, there's a it's called a FARC, FARQ, I want to say. Anyway, FARC. So it's station 059 is FARC 059 is called Lee Summit, LEE Summit. That is the current place where all the scanning happens for paper copy documents. And there are still documents. Now, this is why your claim can get delayed sometimes, is if your file is still in paper format, it's got to be sent off to Lee Summit. It gets a tracked item, goes out into the national work queue, and it will actually have to be scanned. All those documents will have to be scanned. So yeah, no, we have not come to a point where every single claim file for every single veteran has been scanned into the system. There are still
they told us copies. They were. Somebody implied that they were.
No,
somebody. Go ahead.
That's not true at all. And I'll pull up the manual and show you.
I believe you, but I feel like they were implying that it was. And that kind of irritates me because I'll say, well, at least everything automated or what. Wow. Now, while you doing that, I got to at least get Charleston. I don't want to get past your little statement here and our other sister up here, brother and sister. Brother Charleston, forgive me, family. We going through. Charles say, H-Town vet, the VA protects itself. VA doesn't treat cancer. Farms it out. What you mean? They don't treat cancer at the VA hospital?
Typically, no.
Did not know that. If it did,
no,
would have to
typically send
answer
that out as the civilian.
where veterans got the cancer. So if you have to request medical records or get evidence about cancer, it wouldn't be at the VA, or the records should be transferred to the VA from the outside provider.
A little bit of both. Yeah, because typically cancer is going to be something that a specialist care in the community type thing.
Okay. Now, Sister Grace says, but to my understanding, even our medical records aren't even ours. Correct. We still have to complete a form to our doctor for records and state what it's for, etc. Crazy. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I gotta tell them why.
So I've got that. I got my manual reference up here.
If you want to pull it up or any way you want, let me get it here. Family, we about to pull this up on the screen. Let me pull this off. Thank you.
So this is the FARC facilities. These are basically paper copy stations in which your paper folders were stored, depending on, like, these are folder locations where all your stuff is located at. And then they say that the transfer dates, the location, these records are no longer owned by the VA.
What you mean? They're not owned by the VA?
Yeah. To request a copy of these records, you have to go to this person here. That's very weird.
You can't. You got to be kidding. Look at this on the screen. Who is this dude?
So the station. So what happened is these locations. So there used to be a FARC location 2021. All these records got pushed to Lee Summit Station 59. All of these transfers are still here. Folder requests are here, here, and here. These stations here are currently with this human being somehow. I don't know.
William, what is Siebert? Oh Lord,
Siebert.
What is this? Who is this dude?
I don't know. NARA, National Records Archive type thing. So that's your point of contact. Like, these are just points of contact, but all of these places,
and these people may not work for the VA.
They're
might
not,
be connected,
yeah,
but not. Oh Lord.
So there may be instances in the claims folder that has been selected for digitization and is en route to scanning vendor, which a scanning vendor is Lee Summit, when a claim is received. So that's what this is talking about. So, like, a lot of the time, whenever we get like a first time claimant, sometimes their stuff hasn't been scanned or they had done different things. But that's what this is like, we have to look for these records, and sometimes these records, paper claims should not be sent to any location other than an authorized scanning facility unless otherwise directed by OFO. And the majority of the scanning facilities are going to be Station 59 Lee Summit. That's the one that's doing it all for the most part. But yeah, you have paper copies of your stuff, guys.
They told us it was all automated. Somebody said it. I couldn't even tell you they were. Man, go ahead.
In VBMS core, under the file folder, it'll say claims folder. So that's what your C file is. So it'll say where your C file is, and that's part of the VSR's task 11 checklist, is to determine whether or not the file folder is in paper copy or has it been digitized. And like DCSC2, I don't know if that's on here. DCSC2.
Check it out. While you doing that, Grace says, so uploading directly is better than faxing to Wisconsin.
Yes.
Okay.
File folder location. Okay.
Keep looking. If it's a HIPAA thing, this is from MM. If it's a HIPAA thing, then why are VA accredited law firms able to provide the documents in real time.
They can access them in real time. They're not allowed to give you them
Okay, so they can view them, but
because
they
they're
can't give us,
accredited.
but they can't take them and say, print them out here, take this home with you.
Yeah, exactly. I have actually climbed up a law firm's fourth point of contact because I was like, how did this examiner get a copy of this internal memo?
Oh,
And he's
not
like, what do
good.
you mean? I'm like, how did he get a copy of this internal memo? The words you should be saying right now are the veteran pulled a FOIA request and the veteran gave it to them. But I need you to tell me that before I go to OIG and
Yeah.
ask them whether or not you should still have your accreditation. Because you are not the keeper of those records. You are not authorized to give those out. You are authorized access to view them, but you cannot just hand out somebody's documents.
Man,
And then
we
they
learning
changed
some
them.
stuff. We learning
They
something here
changed them.
today.
So the file folder stuff right here, what you'll see is folder locations in VBMS. As long as it says one of these things right here, DCSC1, DCSC2, these mean that they've all been scanned. They've been converted.
And
If
the ones that haven't been scanned, what would they have
haven't-
on?
they'll have files. So it'll say like the word files on there, or it'll
Okay.
say like location 59 or something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's true. So we have to specially send things away to get them scanned. And let's say that your rating decision is pending, right? Like let's say I'm getting ready to do a rating decision
Mhm.
and I notice that you have a paper copy file. Well, I can't finish it. I can grant, but if I'm going to deny, it would be premature to deny unless all the documents are scanned, because especially if like you're claiming something directly, well, those records could contain medical files that prove your claim. So oftentimes we have to defer it back and have development send your records off for scanning and wait for them to scan and get uploaded. And then we have to review again whether or not you need a new exam for those things. That's
Wow.
one of the behind the scenes things that you guys don't know about for the most part.